Hey guys, so I just got back from the bookstore and I bought some books for my next celebrity book club video, and I thought I'd give you a little teaser as to what I'm going to be reading. So welcome back to my second channel, welcome back to Jack in the Books. These are 3 books that I just bought for my next celebrity book club. I will leave it to you to guess whose book recommendations these are, but they're all kind of classic books. They're all books that are very well celebrated by very interesting authors, and books that I'm very, very excited to read, and some books that I've been meaning to read for a very long time, so I thought I would tell you about them. Firstly, we have this. This is Don't Look Now by Daphne du Maurier. Daphne du Maurier wrote some of the most compelling and creepy novels of the 20th century. In books like Rebecca, My Cousin Rachel, and Jamaica Inn, she transformed the small dramas of everyday life, love, grief, and jealousy into the stuff of nightmares. Less known, though no less powerful, are her short stories, in which she gave free rein to her imagination in narratives of unflagging suspense. Patrick McGrath's revelationary new selection of du Maurier's stories look at the whole of her long career, showing her at her most chilling and most psychologically astute. Bringing together famous tales like The Birds with rare finds Don't Look Now is a perfect introduction to the work of a peerless storyteller. So, I'm very intrigued by this because I loved Rebecca. I thought Rebecca was so well told, such a fascinating story. And this has, let's see how many short stories this includes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we have Don't Look Now, we have The Birds, Escort, Split Second, Kiss Me Again, Stranger, The Blue Lenses, Le Saint Vierge, and Indiscretion. Oh, and then also Mont Verita. So there you go. This is Don't Look Now by Daphne du Maurier. I'm super intrigued by this. And also, this was very difficult to find. I had to go to a lot of different bookstores before I could get my hands on this book. And none of the secondhand bookstores had it either, so this is a cool selection. Next, we have J.D. Salinger's Franny and Zooey. This is the Centennial edition, and it's really gorgeous and textured because the original cover of this book is so freaking ugly. It's horrid. And I kept seeing it everywhere. I even saw it in like a few secondhand places for quite cheap, and I was so tempted to buy it. And then when I found this copy in, where did I find it? In the Strand, I was buzzing because it's just a little bit more interesting. Also, it has these gorgeous pages, and oh, I don't know if it even has a blurb. Maybe you're just meant to know. Janet Malcolm describes this as arguably Salinger's masterpiece. Charles Poore from the New York Times says, perhaps the best book by the foremost stylist of his generation. You can see his increasing mastery on page after page. If the world survives, as it shows a magnificently stubborn intention of doing, Mr. Salinger's stories will decidedly continue to widen the range of contemporary reading. And then finally, David Nichols from The Guardian says, Franny and Zooey is one of the few books that I've returned to every year. I love it for its comedy. Salinger's dialogue is wonderful for its mocking fondness, and as a portrait of a troubled, loving family. I still treasure it, and I don't think I've read anything since that has affected me and inspired me as much, both as a reader and a writer. As both of those things, I'm very excited to read this book. I know that a lot of people say reading Salinger is a red flag. Well, let it wave, baby. Let's be colorblind, just for a little bit. And then the final book that I will be reading in this video is 100 Years of Solitude. Now, I know that you guys have been telling me for years and years and years I have to read this book, and I'm finally doing it. I'm going to be reading this book for my celebrity book club on Redacted. You'll see. So this is by Gabriel Garcia Marquez and translated by Gregory Rabassa. One of the most influential literary works of our time, 100 Years of Solitude remains a dazzling and original achievement by the masterful Gabriel Garcia Marquez, winner of the Nobel Prize in Literature. Can I just say, 100 Years of Solitude, I think is one of my favorite book titles I have ever heard. I love it. Maybe I'll make a video on like my favorite book titles. That could be cool. Okay. I'm gonna start making a list. I'll do that. This is gonna be in there. Spoiler. 100 Years of Solitude tells the story of the rise and fall, birth and death of the mythical town of Macondo. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Surely not Masondo. I guess it's gonna be Macondo. Through the history of the Buendia family, inventive, amusing, magnetic, sad, and alive with unforgettable men and women, brimming with truth, compassion, and a lyrical magic that strikes the soul, this novel is a masterpiece in the art of fiction. And William Kennedy from the New York Times Book Review says, 100 Years of Solitude is the first piece of literature since the book of Genesis that should be required reading for the entire human race. Damn. This author has done nothing less than to create in the reader a sense of all that is profound, meaningful, and meaningless in life. Holy moly. The thing is, people speak so highly of this book. I'm like, I have to read it. I have to. I can't believe I haven't yet. So I feel like maybe it's obvious, but guesses in the comments section down below. Whose recommendations do you think these are? You'll find out very soon. I feel like you probably already know. But these are books I'm very, very excited to read. And thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you're new. All the best. Stay in touch. Have a wonderful day. And I'll catch you very, very soon on either this channel or my main channel. Great. She survived. It's okay. Oh my god, not this beautiful edition too. Me just throwing it around. Anyway, before I break something, thank you so much for watching this video. Have a wonderful day and I will catch you very, very soon. Bye-bye.